Well, what's going on, guys? Well, we spent the first part of the morning straightening what we put up yesterday.
Yeah, so it wasn't anything major. It was just that when we looked up at the subfascia, we can see like some little curves or bows, whatever you want to call it, in there from where it was attached to the lookouts. We didn't want to show it to you. It was really like just tedious and kind of like unscrewing screws and screwing them back in, and now everything looks beautiful. So
yeah, actually it was just the garage side for some reason, and I had calculated out all that stuff, so I'm not sure exactly why that curve happened, but hopefully we can not have that same problem on the back side here. We have our first board ready to go, so let's jump up there.
all right. All right, so we got that first subfascia board up here on the back of the garage, and I wanted to like kind of show you. Hopefully it'll pick up on camera. I'm not sure that it will, but it has a bow that's kind of going, or a curve that goes in this way. And the reason this is happening is because our lookouts are attached to, well, the girder, but then that second truss there. And whatever that second truss is doing, it like mimics it on the subfascia. So we'll go back and we'll straighten that out. We've figured out exactly how to do it, and it'll go quickly. But first, what Levi's doing is he's marking the rafter tails or truss tails, and we're gonna go ahead and cut those so that we can tie in this corner for the subfascias together. And then we'll finish the back of the garage and kind of wrap it around towards the dog trot.
Dirty?
Just a little bit. It's quite warm today, so we're having to like come into the shade when we have a chance, and also the camera will overheat and then it just won't work at all. And we just have the one. So Ryder's been barking. Our neighbors are doing some work, and so every time that he hears them come down the road, he barks. But
yeah, it is hot today.
Yeah.
It says it's only 82, but man, oh man.
I feel like, so, you know, for those of you who are new here, we lived in Michigan before we moved here. I'm originally from Washington State. I grew up there until I was 18. But the heat, or the sun, is, I feel like it's so much more intense
way different
here than it was in Michigan. So, like, it took us a while to get used to, well, we're still not used to it. So we are taking a shade break, and we just got, or hit 5,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
That's really exciting. I know 5,000 is not that many, but I mean, it's an exciting little milestone.
It's exciting for us.
So thank you to all of you who have subscribed. Yeah, it's the little things.
It's the little things.
It's kind of like hot, like really hot. We're contemplating like, do we go in and come back out later? But we're notorious for if we go inside, we don't come back out.
Well, what happens is we sit down and we go, you want a nice cold beer? Sure, yeah.
And that's like, it takes all motivation away.
Yeah, it's like no more motivation.
Oh, all right. We got one more piece of subfascia to throw up over there, and then we'll finish up the back side of the garage. All right.
All right, we're at the bottom of the barrel for our pre-cut pile that we've had and been picking at for this last year building the house. So this is probably the last straight board we have. We just have this one 8-foot, a little bit bigger than 8 foot, so these pre-cuts work perfect. So we'll go ahead, throw this up.
Mr. Man, what are you barking at? Come here. Come here. Ryder, come. Oh, good boy. Are you protecting the homestead, huh? Yeah? Yeah? Try, because I don't have to pull, I might be okay. All right, so we were using this little jig thing that Levi made right here to kind of twist the trusses to be straight.
You can kind of see like that third one. It's like
these are all kind of going that way a little bit, so we're just using that to kind of like pull it so it's nice and straight when we put the subfascia on.
Or straighter.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so we got all of our subfascia on over here by this back bedroom, and now we're going to go ahead and straighten that subfascia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up on the wall and I'm going to unscrew where all those lookouts are screwed down to the girder truss, and that way I can isolate that next truss over and the subfascia, and I can kind of move it this and that to get it to be perfectly straight. Then I'll screw it back down to the girder truss. So I just have to pop off maybe the 3 middle ones, and then Tanya's going to look down at the ground and then say, okay, that looks perfect. Then I'll screw it back on.
Yeah. Yeah, right there. Nice. Look at what I just found right here in the house. That's gonna need to be taken care of.
Wasp nest.
A wasp nest.
All right, so we got all of the subfascia done on the garage, all the way around the house.
Yeah, we got it straightened out, so it looks a lot better, and now we're gonna head down to the greenhouse. All right, so we're at the greenhouse, and I am telling you, it is amazing in here. It is just like a jungle. I mean, oh, everything's just so beautiful. And we have a bunch of new stuff coming up in here. These are all winter squash and some melons and pumpkins, and there's some cucumbers and all sorts of stuff in there. And if you see anything, we went and got another 100-foot hose, so we officially have water in the greenhouse. And again, we just use gravity from the IBC tote. So we fill the IBC tote from our big 3,000 gallon tanks, and then we just gravity feed from the IBC tote down here. It works perfectly. It's the perfect pressure for watering everything. I'm not going to do like a full garden tour. I'm just going to show kind of some of the fun stuff. I mean, since the last tour, like, we have all these peas. They're just, it's like absolutely crazy. All of them have been putting on peas. This one is a purple pea. And then we have different ones over here and on this Oregon giant snow pea. And then our sunflower bloomed this week, and it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is like the size of my head. So, and we're about to have a whole bunch more. The tomatoes are doing great. I just noticed there's even a blossom here on this Cherokee purple. We're still waiting for the different brassicas that we had over there going to seed to finish so that we can pull them out, because we really need to get our other stuff into the ground. And then just kind of a glance, our other snapdragons bloomed. And I mean, everything is just doing so well. I mean, our potatoes over here, I'm not entirely sure how big they were in the last video, but they weren't this big. But we're just gonna harvest some stuff for salad and head in and cool off inside.
Yeah.
Constant learning to flow. All the unknown lemons thrown may look different from what you've dreamed. Colors and contrast making it art. What if happy can be built, turning into all that's good. Lucky I learned what lemons can do. It's your choice which way you go. What if happy can be built? Turning into
All right, well, we are ready, and we're already tired. We're already like,
Oh man,
well,
we should have moved the scaffolding yesterday.
it is a little bit cooler today, so that's nice. We already got the garden all watered, but now we're gonna work on the back side of the house.
Yeah, so we have one more set of lookouts to install, and then we can go ahead and put our subfascia board on. And I think Tanya had a good game plan. While it's cooler out, we'll do that side, and when it gets real warm, we'll do the whole big long side over on that
Right,
side.
we'll kind of like, you know, the sun will be over that way, so then we'll be a little bit shaded.
Hopefully.
Kind of, maybe, I don't know.
We'll see.
But I'm excited to get this done because then we can start sheeting the roof and drying in the house, which we really need to do. So,
All right, let's grab nail gun and a frame square. We'll mark some marks over.
all right. We went in, had some lunch because we skipped breakfast, and it is so windy now. So we're gonna do as much as we can. It's a little hard when you're holding these boards up above your head, you know, at least for me. You know, hopefully it'll be fine. And it got cold for me.
Yeah, plus we stopped, so that
Yeah.
made it worse. That's why we like to skip lunch, because just trying to get motivated again in the afternoon is hard. We got all our blocks, our lookouts up there, so next step is to put our subfascia on.
Are you hot? You smiling? You saying hi? Huh? You smile? What? Yeah. All right, so as you guys saw, we got that subfascia board up. Levi is throwing some blocking in there so that we can connect the two subfascia boards. We'll throw another 16-foot board up, and then we'll jump back over to the back of the house, put that next subfascia on, and then we can go to the other side of the house and get that whole side done. This is why we're always so tired, is we have to move the scaffolding 15 times a day. So heavy. Why is it so heavy? There's a male quail on top of our roof there. Right. Wonder where the female is.
Time to open up all of our crawl space vents. Make sure that stuff stays nice and dry down there.
So I emptied that already one time, and it's half full again.
Hey. Oh,
Yeah,
lost it.
I know.
Is that the way it goes?
It is. Go up a little bit. About there.
I feel like blue, like a knot in the top of that board. So you wear safety glasses. Down,
Down?
right there, up, right there. Well, raining.
What's the theme around here? It wasn't supposed to rain, and here we are. We're powering through it.
I mean, look at that over there.
Yeah,
Totally
that's
rain.
all of that right there. This is coming from over here though, like.
I don't think it's gonna last long. Though.
No.
It's definitely annoying.
But I'm concerned because a lot of times that will come right at us over there.
Yeah.
That looks pretty heavy. We want to get this done. So we're bless you. We're gonna keep going, but yeah, this isn't just a light sprinkle.
You got a lot of tools out there.
Mr. Man,
He's
what
like,
are you doing?
You know it's raining?
Oh gosh, he's probably gonna jump through the window.
Do it, Mr. Man.
He really wants to though. Yeah.
Are you a good boy, huh?
Yeah. Did you want to go inside? Huh? Did you want to go inside? It is now as sunny as it could possibly be and hot.
It was windy. Now there's no wind. The rain passed, and now it's hot.
So Levi got all of the rafter tails cut. So we just have, what, three?
3 in a piece.
3 in a piece.
Let's go grab a 16-foot board, I think, to make it break in between, like in the middle of, in between 2 trusses. We'll cut like 8 inches off of it.
I keep calling them rafter tails, huh?
Yeah, same thing. Truss tails.
Truss tails.
The tails.
The tails.
Hey.
Nice.
Perfect. The reason why we're holding this down and not putting it up against here, because if you think about how the sheeting's going to ride on here, it's going to be laying flat on the truss, and you want it to just really just touch the top of that 2x6 subfascia. That's perfect.
So we just had a huge gust of wind come up, and a screen door on the back of the greenhouse slammed shut, and it sounded like the glass either fell out or broke. So we're gonna go check it out real quick.
So, I don't know what Levi said, but it didn't break the door, or the window in the door, but the door is unable to be opened.
Oh, we probably heard the wind chime.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but I thought it broke the glass.
It's like I've done this before.
Yeah, a few times. There you go. That was a little bit better. Probably should just close that.
Okay. We gotta get something better to hold the doors
Yeah.
open.
Another thing, we didn't talk about it before, but I don't know, about a month or 2 ago, we had a storm, and it blew the door closed. This whole screen and window fell out, and luckily it didn't break, but the frame of the door is all bent up and all the screws busted out of it. So we still have to fix that. But
yeah, it's laying on the ground. I have to bend it straight again and then get some new screws that are a little deeper to go in there.
yeah.
These doors are tough. They're cheap, you know, so but they went through a lot last year.
It's just a little bit windy. We didn't think about the door, so.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
the wind was coming from this way. Now it's coming from this way.
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, back to work. Oh,
So close.
looking good.
More boards. We're almost done.
Our quail friend is now on the scaffolding over there. Is that the female? I think it is the female. She's probably wondering where her man went.
I wonder.
All right, it's always tradition. I've done this from the very beginning, but last board.
It's always tradition for me to be able to get it in there. I don't even have to nail it.
Don't even have to nail it.
All right, we're finished. All the subfascia is on, minus the dog trot. We got two boards, two 14-foot boards to put on there, but we gotta wait to put trusses on first. So I think that'll do it for this one. We'll see you guys on the next one.